Especially if you know you're not going back out for the day. Like, just like you would just take off your bra so you could just relax, you're gonna off your wig. Hello, it's Layefa. How are you? So I have another one of these absolutely random questions that I have from time to time. When was the first time you offed wig? Really? When was the first time that you offed wig for your partner? Like, really? Because I'm thinking about it. I was asking my brother a while ago and he was looking at me so strange, like, what? And I was like, no, like, has a girl ever offed wig for you? I loved his answer. He was kind of like, it's not even a big deal, because he knows the thing. He's got a mum, he's got sisters, like, we walk around the house with our wig caps on, and like, it's not even a thing. So he's like, what? I would hope to think that's the answer from most black men, or at least from most men who are around black women and love black women. They should just know it's just a part of the culture. It's part of the black girl magic. His response was just like, yes, wearing a wig back in the day was not a thing. Wearing weave was not even a thing, even though girls did wear weave. Unlike today, whereas I feel like it's very much weave almost expresses how well kept you are, or maybe how much money you have in your pocket. Whereas back in the day, my experience was that if you're wearing a weave, it's like you don't have hair on your head, like your hair doesn't grow. But that was from a very black British experience, and I know that isn't the same experience being from Africa or the Caribbean. I knew a lot of girls who were Jamaican and had ridiculously long hair and would still wear a wig, and I just couldn't understand it. So I know that this is definitely a black British thing back in the day, that if you were wearing a wig or a weave, what are you doing with your life? And I remember the first time I offed my wig, I can definitely say I was wearing a wig and not a weave with my husband. I remember actually feeling some kind of way about it, anxious, and I remember us sleeping and I had slept with my wig on, and it wasn't a fancy wig, and it wasn't one of those wigs that you should be sleeping in at all. It was at the time I was transitioning. I still had these relaxed ends that were breaking. My hair was going through so much, so I was wigging. I was wearing like one of those half wigs, and my hair was out at the front, so it blended in really well. And I wouldn't have been so anxious about taking off my wig if my hair underneath was decent. But at the time, my hair was going through it. It was a hot mess. Now I think about it, by that time when I offed the wig, he was already in love with me, right? So I could have been bald. Really, I could have been bald and he still would have been like, girl, you're bad, you are bad. I would have been bald and bad in his eyes. But I remember taking off in the bathroom and being in the bathroom for ages, and him wanting to come in, and I'm like, nah, and he's like, what is she doing? And I was trying to sort out my hair underneath before I came out so it looked somewhat decent, because I remember just thinking, oh my gosh, my hair's a mess. I think maybe the back was bad and it was thinning, so even putting it in a ponytail, it just looked a bit of a mess. And he looked at me and it was like, what's the problem? And I was just like, oh, my hair. Like, I feel like if I had not said anything, he wouldn't have noticed. I don't really think he did notice, and I'm pretty sure up to now he wouldn't even remember. I put my hair into a ponytail and I tried to do something at the front, and I was like, he's like, what are you doing? I was like, oh, I was just sorting out my hair and like feeling some kind of way. And he was like, what's wrong with your hair? And I was like, oh, it's breaking. And like, I don't think I said I was wearing a wig. Maybe I said I was wearing a hair piece just to make it sound nicer. And obviously this is a man who has sisters, and keep in mind at the time wigs were not big like the way they are now, and I felt very anxious, and he was just like, babes. At the time we were quite serious as well. I was like, oh, my hair. And then I think he had paid for me to get my hair done or go to the salon and get a treatment or something. He's like, don't worry, I'll sort you out. And yeah, you know, I was like, okay. I just remember that experience, and I remember the reason why I was anxious was not so much just because of the wig, but yes, I'm wearing a wig, but also the hair underneath was bad. Like, my hair was terrible. But I'd love to know, what are the experiences now? Like, when is the right time to off your wig, and is there ever really a right time? I remember having a conversation with one of my friends some years back. She was in a beauty supply, like a hair shop, and this couple, the lady was walking around the store with her wig cap on, trying on different wigs in front of her man and saying, oh babes, which one do you like? And my friend thinking, rah man, like, she'd been single at the time, and thinking, man, that must be that's love, like raw, like she's out there in her wig cap and her man is helping her choose wigs. And at the time I had been quite deep into a relationship with my now husband, and I was thinking, that's standard, but then it's different experience. And especially if you're used to being around black women and you're a man, you know the territory, you know what you're dealing with. She's gonna wear different types of wigs, you might as well help her choose. I know it's something that my man would not do. He is not going wig shopping with me at all. He would why? He's like, I got too many things to do. And I think obviously when you're developed in a relationship, you're well seasoned, you're a family, ain't nobody got time. Raw, her man is helping her choose wigs. And now I think about it, I'm like, what is the big deal? You want a second opinion? If it's not, then you go with one of your girlfriends. This whole off wig thing is very foreign to me. Let's be real, my husband, he has in the past helped me take out my weave, and I'm like cussing, like, if you cut my hair with that blade, you don't, boy, you better, boy. And he's like, keep still, and just going very gently and using a torch on your head just to make sure that he doesn't accidentally mistake your hair for the thread. I don't think he'll help me take out this, because this is a lot easier to take out than a weave. It's not even a big deal when you're just in a relationship, and first thing you're doing is like, especially if you know you're not going back out for the day, like just like you would just take off your bra so you could just relax, you're gonna off your wig, especially on a hot day, a hot sunny day. Wig off. I'd love to know, honestly speaking, what are your experiences? Were you anxious at all? Was it a thing? Did it create a discussion? Did he look at you in some kind of way? Did he make fun of you? If he made fun of you, that's out of order. I would feel some kind of way, especially if you're trying to get close to him. He didn't love you. Why is he making fun of you and you just off the wig? That's not nice. Nah, that's not nice. You shouldn't mock me. Like, I'm very fragile right now with no wig on my head. Your K-roll has been sewn back into your head. Is anybody still doing that pattern there? That... Oh my god. Like, when did you off wig and what was the experience? And I think my boys are definitely going to be used to it, because every time I wear different hair, they're like, Mommy, I like your hair. They know it's a wig. They'll tell me when it looks nice. They'll also tell me when I look like a troll. I think I was combing my hair upwards and Israel said I look like a troll. And he wasn't even trying to guss me. He was just like, kids are too honest. Kids are far too honest. And I'm, thanks, Israel. I look like, well, okay. Anyway, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Comment below. If you've enjoyed this video, please do give me a thumbs up. If you've made it to the end and you haven't subscribed, you're rude. Stop being rude. Just hit the subscribe button. Until my next video, think smart, work hard, make it happen. Bye.